We're up. I don't know what that you shooting off your vuvuzelas. What's happening?
Nah, man. Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Uh,
Road. You remember that episode of Family Guy when Peter Griffin used to say it like that?
no,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't. I don't
Anyway,
remember much of Family Guy. I don't watch it on a
okay.
regular basis to really remember. I know he fights a chicken a lot. I don't know if he still does. I know he used to.
Man, that chicken. Whew.
Yeah.
Anyway, Roadhouse.
You gonna say who we are or nah?
I'm Road, and this is House,
Okay, that's what we're
and
gonna
this
go with.
is the We Try channel,
Uh huh.
presented by Nerdy by Nature Productions. I'm Michael. That's Leroy. So, Michael, um,
Uh huh. You
what is
said.
Roadhouse about?
I mean, it's just about Patrick Swayze being cool, I guess, and
The original,
ripping
yes.
people's throats out.
hmm So,
And maybe Jake Gyllenhaal's going to do the same thing to Conor McGregor in this one. I don't know.
here's my question: Did you like the original?
For what it was, yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
Patrick Swayze is always a likable person to me, just to see him do whatever. So yeah, I like him. I like the movie
Okay.
well enough. I'm not like, man, this is the best movie ever, but it's fun.
Okay. I'm just wondering because, like, I know some of us have an affinity for some of these old school movies,
Hmm.
and I just didn't know how you felt about it. So, excuse me, I just wanted your take.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Roadhouse back in the day, and I remember it used to be one of those movies that would come on like TNT or USA or whatever,
Hmm.
and it would always be edited, and they would always have like these weird editing cuts of like Roadhouse. And then when Patrick Swayze passed on, they stopped playing it, and then it just kind of fell into obscurity. I felt like,
Uh huh.
and I'm hoping that this movie is good. A and B, I'm hoping it makes people go back and watch the original with Patrick Swayze.
Do we? Is the original on Amazon right now to watch? Do we know?
I don't know. I
Oh,
know the director, Doug Liman, is like having some issues with Amazon.
he said he wanted his movie to come to a theater.
It was supposed to come to theaters, and Amazon was like, "Hey, man, we sell toilet paper, and we need to get the streaming numbers up." So,
I mean, we'll see what happens. You ready?
so you know what? Let's see. I'm gonna ask you a question
Uh huh.
after this trailer, immediately afterwards, and I be prepared for it. So go ahead and play it.
Okay. Is your thing at the beginning?
Yep,
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, we got the circle. Let's see if this works. Or if it's gonna be weird.
I
Yep.
believe in it.
There we go. I knew it
I
was gonna.
believe in you.
I knew it was gonna replay and do something stupid.
Ah,
Before
there
we
it goes.
start, do you have insurance?
What?
Your coverage good? Like, you have dental?
Oh, haha.
Is there a hospital nearby? Is it like too far?
About like 25 minutes, I'd say. Ah,
I just slapped you. Are you alright?
what?
So you like to fight? You ever win?
Oh,
No one ever
that
wins.
was funny.
Mm.
Ooh,
This ain't the Holiday Inn, pal.
I'm moving.
A friend of mine suggested I come talk to you. I own a roadhouse out in the Florida Keys.
Jessica.
Lately, it's been attracting the wrong clientele. I can pay you good money. Judging by your car, you need that.
Well, I like my car.
Think about it.
I know who you are. Elwood Dalton. Big fan, man.
That guy's got a knife under his shirt. You just take a big step back and pop me in the face. You can do it.
Tell me about this fountain.
He acts all nice, like he's Mr. Rogers or something, but then he'll haul off. Really interesting guy, overall.
Brand wants to take the roadhouse away from me. He wants to build some resort.
I should warn you. People have a certain way of getting things done around here.
Hey, that's the rat catcher.
Yeah.
Fellas,
like you're having a smashing night.
Look at this doofus.
I got a tip for you. Don't let no one get this close.
Ooh.
Let me guess. You know what threatened me? Tell me to get out of town.
I get the impression that you can't be threatened.
Once Knox is on the job, it's over, baby.
It takes a lot to get me angry, but when I am, I just can't let go. People seem a little aggressive around here.
Is that one a friend of yours?
No, I just broke his arm.
Uh-huh. What's the question?
Now, you just watched this trailer.
Uh-huh.
Is this a movie you'd be willing to see in the theater?
Nah, I'm good.
Really? Okay.
I'm not like I think this movie is going to be completely serviceable, which is fine. I don't know that I saw anything like, oh, I needed to see this on the big screen, personally.
Okay.
But I mean, when the first Roadhouse came out, I definitely didn't see it when it came out. I don't know if I would have been like, oh, I need to see this on the big screen. I think Jake Gyllenhaal is fine. He's okay. I don't know if I buy him as an everyman type, and I kind of felt like Patrick Swayze always had that everyman type feel. I kind of feel
Really?
I felt like Patrick Swayze has an everyman type feel. Yeah.
No. Patrick, like, I felt like when Patrick Swayze walked on the screen, everyone, male and female, looked at Patrick Swayze as like, he was that dude that women wanted to, and men, but also men wanted to hang out with him.
Yeah, an everyman to me. That's everyman.
But I don't. I guess I have a different definition of everyman. Like I feel like when Patrick Swayze was on screen, it was like, how do I say this? I'm trying to find the I don't. Everyman is kind of like Matthew McConaughey. I felt like Matthew McConaughey has like kind of like a swagger, a kind of like a presence when he walked on film and on screen. I feel like Patrick Swayze has that too. I feel like that's not an everyman.
We'll have to
And maybe
disagree.
I look at it, and that's why I said I disagree on that one. I felt like it was kind of like this guy, like almost like Patrick Swayze was a pretty boy, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I feel like it was a pretty boy who could fight, and it really kind of like irked certain people. And it was like, this guy's an ass kicker. And so I felt like Roadhouse had that kind of feel to it. And I kind of get the same from this. But I
So
get
in
more of a
your
comedic
mind,
element.
yeah, this feels like it's trying to be funnier. I hope it can pull it
Hmm.
off. I like the people that are in it. The one guy who apparently he beats up all the time, but seems to like him. I don't know his name, but I've seen him in other stuff. He seems to be all right. Connor
Oh,
McGregor to
that's
me is the big
Arturo Castro.
okay is the big
Yeah,
wild card.
big bat. Uh-huh.
I don't know if I believe Conor McGregor acting. I just like maybe you should just stick to doing some UFC stuff. I don't know.
I mean, but I'm in Connor's defense, playing devil's advocate. When you are a UFC fighter and you're on these huge fight cards and you have to build up the intrigue and suspense of like, hey, I am this. You are playing a role because you're not that way every day. Like Conor McGregor, every time you see him, like, you know, as the featured fighter or headliner, whatever you want to call it, he's not like that with his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like that when he goes to the bank or the bathroom or
Do you
when he's
know?
picking
Are
up
you sure?
groceries. I've seen videos of him acting like a regular person.
Hmm.
You know, like where he's not like amped up. So I do feel like it is a character he's playing, and it's just he's lending that credence to this movie. Um,
I
I
don't know if that
personally would
character
like to
works
see
as
him.
a movie, in an
Okay.
acting scene. I don't know.
I will say this. I am on the other side of the spectrum from you. I would like to see this in the theater.
Well, I mean, if you and maybe 200,000 other people raise your voices loud enough, Mr. Amazon may change his mind. I don't know.
Who is Mr. Amazon? Jeff Bezos? Is that Mr. Amazon?
Is that his company? I can't
Yeah.
remember what rich white people own what.
I thought you were in the news business, sir. I thought you would know that off the top of your head. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I would see this in the theater. I like it. I'm intrigued.
When you said when Jessica James is her last name, right?
Jessica Williams.
Williams. Why am I thinking
Remember,
Jessica
she was a
James?
cool.
Oh, she
She's
was in another movie where her name was Jessica James. Yeah. Okay.
remember she was a Daily Show correspondent. She's a comedian and a comedic actress. So whenever I see her, I always perk up because I like her.
Yeah, I liked her in Booksmart. She was good in that.
Yes. And what was the other movie that she did with where she was dating that guy? Something to my tongue. Anyway, but I like when she's in stuff. I like her.
You talking about the dude that was in the IT crowd?
Yes.
I think her name was Jessica James in that. That's why I remember Jessica
Is that the
James.
movie you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
think.
let's not forget Billy Magnuson as the bad guy, the bad white guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess he's like the rich, powerful guy who
Mhm.
wants to do the land developer. I think this could. I think this will
The
be fun.
gentrifier.
Yeah, I think this
The
will be fun.
gentrifier.
But having seen that trailer, I'm not like, oh, I need to see this in the theater. But that's me. But you want to see it in the theater, so
I am interested though to see the action scenes because Doug Liman has a very, I don't want to say controversial, but he has a very where he does quick edits in the fights and they're close up. So they're not like wide shots, kind of like with Chad Stahelski did with like John Wick movies and some other directors where you saw more of the fight and you saw more of the choreography move where it was really quick edits
he
that
also
he's
did a
known
lot of
for.
shaky cam stuff.
Yes. So that's kind of why I want to see this on a big screen. I miss seeing some of those huge fight scenes on a larger screen.
Okay.
And so I'm wondering because he has younger and a real fighter in Conor McGregor, what does Conor bring to this role? And what does because Jake Gyllenhaal is ripped in this. Like I like he reminds me he looks as ripped as Michael B. Jordan did for all those Creed movies.
Hmm.
And so I'm interested to see how they shoot that versus some of his other stuff and how they shoot this versus Ryan Coogler did with the first two Creeds.
Okay. I'm curious if this is going to spin off franchise material, make more and more movies. Who knows? I feel like everything wants to be a franchise, especially if it's getting money behind Amazon. I feel like Amazon's like, hey, let's make a bunch of these. Although, if it is successful, I don't know if Doug Liman then comes back and like, hey, y'all didn't get this in the theater, so why am I gonna? I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Let's say March 21st or something like that.
Uh,
I mean, I don't know.
I
It'll
believe they
pop up
said
on
March.
Amazon. You'll know.
Hold
Folks,
on.
that'll do
March
it.
21st. Yep,
Yeah,
March
March
21st. You're
21st.
correct.
There we go. I'm a genius. Leroy said it. Keep that in mind for all the videos coming up.
I don't think I said that.
Yeah, you
Okay.
said it. You know where to find us on the YouTubes, on the Twitters, on the Instagrams, Threads, Facebooks, Yahoos, all those places.
Yep.
Yeah. We trying. Nerdy by Nature Productions. We'll be back with more stuff later. We out.